Hello everyone, in this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to use typed arrays in Godot 4. Typed arrays allow you to define a variable type for an entire array, such as only having integers, strings, specific Godot nodes, etc. This can allow your arrays to be more efficient on memory usage and also provides the benefit of type safety, which just means you can't add an invalid type to your array. Let's say for example that you have an array of sprite 2Ds and somehow a rigid body got snuck in there and you're trying to loop through all of your sprite 2Ds and get the material. Well, when you get to the rigid body, it's not going to have a material value, so you're going to get a crash and it's going to cause a bunch of other issues. For example, here I have an array that has integers inside of it. However, since it's not typed, I can add any other type of value to it. So I could do test.append a string, let's just do word, and now a string value is inside my array. And we can confirm this by running a for loop that prints out each value in the array. You can see 1, 3, 4, and word. Then to make this a integer only array, we can simply type in bracket int after the type declaration of array. And now if we try running this again, you'll see that we only have 1, 3, 4, and also an error. What's the error? Attempted to push back a variable of type string into a typed array of type int. So string was an invalid type and it tried to get pushed into an int array, however it was denied because it's not an integer. We can also go to make this an export variable so it shows up inside of our inspector. Go drag this out. If we add another element, we can't add in anything but an integer. So I'll try typing in 1.5 and it'll automatically round up to 2. And as I mentioned before, it doesn't just work for simple data types, it also works for objects and other resources. So here I have a sprite 2D array that holds only sprite 2Ds. So if I go over to my sprite test inside my inspector, add a new element, I can drag and drop a sprite 2D inside just fine. However, if I add a new element and try to drag and drop any other node, so this is a node 2D, it will be denied. This also works with custom resources. So here I just have an enemy resource with a name, health value, and strength value. And for the array, I just need to declare the class name or the resource name. And now I can add a new enemy element, enemy, and I can set all the individual values for that specific enemy. There's also a lot of cool built-in functions for typed arrays. Let's say I have an array of 4 enemies, a skeleton, a goblin, a skeleton, and a zombie. Let's say I want to quickly get access to just the skeletons that I have. Well, I can use the built-in filter function. So let's create a new variable inside the array function. Call it skeletons. Set get to enemy test dot filter. Type in function e. E is what we will be accessing per enemy. They'll be returning if e dot enemy name, which if you remember before is a value in my enemy resource, if that's equal to skeleton. And now we can print skeletons dot size to see how many skeletons we have. If you run that, you'll see that we have 2 skeletons. And this array that we just created will automatically be a enemy typed array, so we can't add any other type to this array that we just created. Now let's say we want to just get the health value off of every single enemy and compile them into an array. For that we can use the map function. So variable, let's call it healths. This will set get to enemy test once again, and then dot map function e, and they'll be returning e dot health. Now if we go and print out each of the health values and run that, you'll see that we get our health values. Anyways guys, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you!